Hi, fancy seeing you here. As we navigate this journey, it's important for us to remember that we really are the creator of our reality. As chosen ones, we're living in this overlapped reality where we're all connected. We have a personal dream, and then we have a collective dream. And these projected realities are all extensions of one another. You really gotta believe in your power. This ain't no joke. I'm hearing something about the owl and feathers as confirmations, and something about icicles, feeling like an icicle or experiencing a super cold time or seeing icicles or the word icicle being used around you. I'm also hearing something about the sun and the moon and red boots. If any of these things have been popping up in your experience or mean something to you, you should pay extra close attention to this message. There's an activation in here that's going to really shift your reality. The simple words, "not in my reality," need to become something that you start using. I started using this a while back and started noticing how invincible I made myself to certain things. I started first with doing small things where I didn't accept something perceivably bad that could happen to me. It was happening to other people and they were talking about it, but I didn't accept that it would be my reality. I would say, "not in my reality," and then it wasn't. I then found myself saying this all the time. If something came up in my life, something that gave me a pit feeling in my stomach, or a fearful feeling, or some type of, "oh no, that would be awful if blah blah blah," but I would choose not to accept it. I would say, "not in my reality." And believe me, it did not go over well with some of my family. I was appearing delusional for feeling like this couldn't affect me. But as time passed, I found myself using this on deeper and deeper levels in a supernatural way. Things that people might say just had to be a certain way, because that was clearly what was going on in the world. But I was choosing not in my reality. I was choosing that the only thing that would exist would be beneficial to me. Your guides want you to know that the worst is over for you now. Spirit Guide is asking you to cross this threshold in full knowing of your power. It starts with not accepting certain things exist in your world. They've been asking me to talk about this lately. And although often it can ruffle some feathers, there's the feathers again, being a light worker and an earth angel requires integrity for full embodiment. And this is a journey. Our healing and detachment in layers from the human dream is a beautiful process. But there's a lot that comes with that. We are out here awake and creating heaven on earth, and only good feeling exists in heaven. If you are questioning people that come into your life that truly feel good, there's work that needs to be done still, because you don't trust yourself. Why don't you trust yourself? If you don't trust what you're attracting in, it's because there are things in your life that you are still allowing to be a part of your reality that are messing with your vibration. Whether it's a limiting thought, a lower vibrational perspective, some type of scarcity or not enoughness. Maybe it's a person, a job that you're miserable in. When you are miserable in anything, all the inner work you are doing is just to keep your head above water. It's basically just keeping you from drowning. You may get to bob a little bit on the top of the water for a while, but it's the countdown until you get another vibrational gut punch that knocks you down the stairs straight into the floor of 3D consciousness. And then you gotta build back up again. Become obsessed with saying, not in my reality. Start freaking being who you say that you are. When you act like something long enough, you embody it. Angel, you gotta stop with this 3-day, 7-day, maybe 3 weeks of saying your affirmations the way you used to say the Pledge of Allegiance in school and expecting your whole world to change. It doesn't happen like that. You gotta make the decision that you're going to be who you say that you are, not just when it's convenient or when you want to look cool or appear to be confident or to be spiritually superior. Yeah, that's a thing, and it's so ugly. Yuck. I found myself in a place being that way for a while, and things weren't manifesting in my life because it was a show. And it wasn't with bad intention. I was an angel inside, an ancient soul, one who has lived countless lifetimes and is a trained warrior. And I knew what I wanted to be and who I really was, but I wasn't fully embodying it. I was still questioning so much in my life. And Spirit is asking me to share this and to let you know that it's time to stop putting on a show and just be who you want to be. And only accept in your world what is in alignment with the highest version of yourself. It's time that you start following your bliss. And oftentimes, that's not just going to that island you've been wanting to go to. It's cutting out the cancer in your life in full trust that you will be creating room for something better. If this message is making you feel some type of way, and you have found yourself connecting with this channel, most likely you should be at the retreat I have coming up on April 4th. The link will be in the description box. I'm calling a specific group of people in, and I'm holding the vision that you answer. Maybe you see this video in a year from now. Whatever retreat that I'm hosting around that time that feels good to you, you're probably being called there. This is what I've been guided to do, and this is what my life is now. We're calling you here, wherever that is. Something I've also been told is that my voice moves something in certain people. So if that means something to you, hear the call. If you're here just for the message or messages, that makes me so happy. You have no idea the satisfaction I get from getting these messages out of my body and how much fun I have making these videos. It's all a part of it. And Spirit Guide wants me to point out that this is how your life should feel. Every aspect of it. We are creating heaven on earth, beloved. That means less and less and less and less and less and less and less of the contrast, of the things that we don't like. When you prioritize putting yourself first, your personal growth, your integrity, being the student before the teacher, and remaining in that space forever, everything else comes together. You just gotta focus on being your best self, not lying, not even fibbing, taking care of the vessel that you were given, not allowing things to be a part of your life that interfere with your frequency, not overindulging, self-reflecting, not being shallow, seeing people's souls and not their outsides, asking yourself how you can change in every situation and be more of the angel that you are, while at the same time standing in your power, being a humble leader. You want to be a leader so bad, but you still don't even trust the people and opportunities that are presenting themselves in your life. There's a reason for that. There's something off there. And it's time you start deciding what your reality is going to look like and start carefully constructing it, consciously, and not with any time constraints either, because your time constraints are another variable of what's holding you back. This is full surrender here. You're an earth angel, right? A child of God, God's property, right? Then why does something have to be done in a certain amount of time? Why does that money have to come from that one source? Why are you putting limits on Creator? No. Not in my reality. Not in your reality. It's time that you stop perpetrating over here and start embodying who you say that you are, so that you can start getting the benefits package that comes with that. Don't you want the benefits package? Well, you don't get it unless you make it through the probationary period. You're worthy by nature, but you gotta do the job to get the benefits. Continue to do your I Am Presence meditations. They will empower you. If you don't know what I'm talking about because you're new here, I will have that video follow this one. Save it and do it. And welcome. I'm also creating a 10-minute tap-in that will be released this week. Save that and do that. It's 10 minutes. Do you have 10 minutes to align with the God inside of you? But in addition to that, start saying, not in my reality. This will change your life, especially when you're saying it and stuff starts to look like, that might just be my reality. But then you keep on holding the vision for what you want to see. That's where the juice is. That is when you will witness divine intelligence orchestrate things in the most majestic way. And it will build your spiritual confidence. Not in my reality. Remember that, my loves. It can all be beautiful if you allow it to be. Please, like and subscribe to my channel, especially if you actually like the videos. That only makes sense, right? If you feel super connected to me and you want to work with me, go to my website. There are all kinds of ways that you can do that. If you're looking to align with your soul tribe at this time in your journey, join my next Earth Angel retreat, or whichever one I have coming up at the time when you receive this message. There will be people there who you feel divinely connected to. These are just the facts. If you want to contribute your energy in a stronger way, leave a comment. It helps me to tune into you better. That way I can channel directly to you. And I love to do that. It is such a pleasure. You can also gift me with a money activation. That is super helpful to me. And I'm always very grateful for your support along my personal journey. When we hold our hand open to the universe, we're able to receive. When it's closed and held tightly in a fist, there's no room to receive anything. I continue to hold myself to that as well, and I am so grateful to have had that knowledge shared with me. Your most important contribution, though, is to share. Listen to your guidance and share this video or any of my videos with anyone you think of when I say that. That is your guidance speaking, and this is a way that you can share the light. They are calling in these messages through me and through you and through the energy of all that is. And one more thing. I love you, and so it is.